What's up, YouTube? This is actually going to be one of my first vlogs I've ever done, and what I'm going to talk about today. Right now, we just got done with the job. They let us take a 4-day vacation. It's going to be the first of the year. I think today's the 30th of December 2016. So, sorry, the sun's kind of in my face right now, but it's been a very interesting year up to this point. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about it. Some of the things I've learned about the oil field and all that stuff. And if you're looking to get into the oil field, or you're in the oil field and you're new to it, if you're not new to it, you already know, you know the struggles of it. I mean, it's feast or famine. And I guess on this vlog, for the people that are getting into it, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how the last 4 years have gone up to this point. When I started welding, well, before I started welding, I was a welder's helper. And I helped a lot of welders. It's how I learned how to weld. A lot of them taught me how to weld. A lot of them taught me how to fit. And a lot of them just yelled at me all day. It made me go a little faster. But all of them old guys, I always tried to make it a point to help an old guy. They've been in the business for years. When people think of good welders, they think of the old guys, the old pipeliners that, I mean, that's just who you think of, just because they've been in it so long, and they're incredible welders most of the time. So I've seen some old guys that can't weld to save their lives, but that's besides the point. But a lot of these old guys, what they did is they told me when I started, they said, whatever you do, if you're gonna get involved in this and you're gonna weld and you're gonna chase the pipelines and you're gonna chase all this work, you need to pull your head out of your ass, excuse my French. You need to save all your money. And they said, do not fall into the trap of thinking you need to buy brand new everything. And I listened to these guys. I mean, I listened to them. It went in one ear and right out the other. Mostly because I thought I knew best, because I was, I'm trying to remember. I started helping when I was 19. So I'm still probably pretty young and dumb, but I listen a little more to the old guys. But one guy in particular, Bo Chandler, he told me straight up, he said, do not spend your money. He says, just save it. Work with all your stuff. If you need to go buy equipment that is going to keep you working, do that. But don't go buying and splurging and spending all this money. Well, guys, I worked for 4 years, and when you're a welder in the oil fields, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, we are very much in the employee end of it. We are the highest paid employees out there. I mean, we make a good living welding and chasing all this work. But when you're young, let me just think about this. When I was in North Dakota, let me put it this way. When you're young and dumb and you're making a $5,000 a week check, and I said a week, not every other week and not a month. I'm saying $5,000 a week. And all these old guys told you to save your money and all this stuff, and you're making that kind of money, the last thing you are going to do is save your money. Because you just feel like there's no end to it. I don't know how to explain that. I mean, the work's still there. I mean, I remember on the pipelines, if you quit a job, it's called dragging up. They say drag up. And I remember, man, if you didn't like that job, you'd drag up that day just like that, and you would go across the street and you would hire on for more money or the same money, but you could have a job within a day. within a day or 2 days, you would have a job. Even if it meant you had to drive across the country to go get it, you would have a job. I got spoiled rotten. Let's put it that way. I was a typical welder. I was a dumbass. I super cocky, and I wasn't even. I honestly probably can't say that I'm a good welder still to this day, but I put in a lot more effort than I was when I was a few years ago. Well, let's see, it was 2015. My last job I was in Vail, Colorado, welding on a bridge for a company out of Greeley, Colorado, or Alt, Colorado, I think. And that was the last job I was on, and that job ended November like 20th or something. I think it was right before my birthday. The oil field collapsed, and I mean it went down fast. And I almost lost everything, probably. I mean, if it hadn't have been for my wife, she went out and got a job. I went out and I was welding for 20 bucks an hour, and that was when I could find the work. And I mean, we were flat struggling. We were making $85 an hour, and then to go to $20 an hour and to have, and like I was saying, guys, I was dumb. I wasn't very smart. I didn't listen to what all them old guys said. They told me not to go get into debt and all this, and I tell you what, I had a tricked out truck, a really good looking truck, brand new 2014. I still have the truck. Had a welding bed on it. I had a brand new welding machine that I had custom built. I mean, we were high rollers when it was all going pretty good. I mean, high rollers in debt, let's put it that way. We had plenty of that going on with us. But when everything collapsed, it is hard to pay that kind of a debt down on a $20 an hour wage. And so I guess, long story short, this is 7.5 minutes leading up to this. You guys listen to them old guys. They know what they're talking about. If you're going to come into this, I don't care if you're a labor hand or a welder or what you are. Pay attention to what them old boys say. Let them, they're there. They might come off really rough and kind of rude and mean, but you got to really pay attention to what they say, because they've been through this more times than we have. This is my first collapse, and Bo, he's gone through, this is be his third one, and so he knew what he was talking about, but I was an idiot and didn't pay attention. I tell you what, I could have saved myself a lot of heartache. 4 years at $5,000 a week. Geez. Even if you're only making $110,000 a year, take home money, in your pocket money, for 4 years, that's a lot of money. That's $400,000, $440 or something like that. I don't know. But dang, if I wouldn't have been dumb, I'd have had a bunch of money that I could have invested into other things and probably build a better life. But I was an idiot, and I hope you guys learn from that. Save your money. Save your money and look for things that are gonna better you. A truck, a brand spanking new truck, ain't gonna do nothing but depreciate in value, cost you a lot of money, and it's still gonna break down and cost you more money. So there's really no reason to have one. Until you have $1 million, there ain't no reason to have one of them. Yeah, just be smart, guys. That's all for this one anyways. We're 10 minutes into this thing. But I'm gonna let you guys kind of follow me around on these oil fields and all my adventures. Me and my wife's adventures. We've got a lot of businesses that we've started and ran and sold up to this point, and I'm always looking at a way to try to get out of the oil field. But I tell you what, the oil field's been really good to me, and it provides me the money I need to continue living the way I do, and to be able to invest in a business and grow a business. So hopefully everybody enjoys it. Hopefully you learn something. Don't be done with your money. Pay attention to what you got going, and just, I mean, really think about what you do before you do it. Like I said, I about lost everything. I sold my welding bed, I sold my welding machines, I sold everything, basically everything. And this is the first job I've been on in a year. And if it hadn't have been for this job, I'd probably gone bankrupt and had to start all over. So, I mean, it's feast or famine. Guys, ladies, whoever's coming out here, I mean, it's feast or famine, and you need to always be planning for the famine. So, anyways, you guys all have a blessed day. Happy New Year's in the next couple of days, and hopefully everybody has a safe trip, and we'll talk to everyone later. Thanks.